you, they always feel like it's bigger than it actually is because their audience is, they don't realize, but their audience is moving. They're growing with you. You know what I mean? So they're having more responsibilities.
Mhm.
Even if they're having so much fun, they're having kids and bills and shit they got to pay, different things they got to do. They're not partying as much as they was partying when your record was a hit at its core. You know what I'm saying? And now this is why I feel like film and television is a great space because it's not a new audience, it's the same audience that adjusted to me in 2003. They just, Monday through Friday, they had to work, the masses. Saturday is a good time to go out. That's why I moved from Saturdays to Sundays, even though it was bigger competition. And Sunday's a good time to kick back and watch TV. I think it's a TV night when it's not COVID, you know?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today? My name is Matei, another day from Music Biz Daily, and today's video is about understanding your audience. The clip that you just saw of 50 Cent talking about, that it's the same audience that he tapped into. What does he really mean by that? What does he mean by that 1 minute snippet that I just played you guys from the Breakfast Club interview? So basically what 50 is talking about is that when he created his show Power, he didn't have to tap into a new audience or find a new audience for that particular show. And he also talks about why he put on Sunday, but basically he tapped into his existing audience that he had from 2003 when he basically exploded on the scene, with his new official album, under Eminem and Dr. Dre's label with the In the Club single and all of that. And look, I know that's when I pretty much graduated high school, but what he's talking about is that he captured his audience. Majority of his fans were created when he was younger, when he understood what it was like to be a college kid, when he was catering to that college audience, essentially, right? That's where he blew up. So now that he understands that audience, 15 years later, he's able to create a show for them because they know that these people are now in their mid-30s. They know they probably have, major 9-to-5s. They know they have kids. They know they have other personal responsibilities. So he creates a show that's going to appeal to that demographic, and he puts it on the Sunday because he realizes that if working families or professionals that have 9-to-5s, most likely they're going out on Friday, they're going out to places on Saturday, the entire day on Saturday, and Sunday is usually the calm down day where you you still can do Sunday fun day, whatever that means for whoever, but at the end of the day you start kind of winding down earlier in the evening because Monday 9-to-5 starts again. So Sunday evening is a good time to relax and watch a show and enjoy it, and that's one of the primary reasons he's been able to capture millions of viewers and have a successful show. And he specifically talks about that on a Saturday he want to do it because he knows that his audience that he remembers that he tapped into in 2003 is going out on Saturday still. They're still young, even though they may have kids and 9-to-5s, but like I said, he understands his audience. The problem is that a lot of you artists don't really understand your audience. I'm talking about on the deep level, right? I know a lot of 28 to 32-year-olds that are rappers or R&B singers, even DJs, pop stars, things like that, and they think they understand their audience. Now, I'm not saying you cannot understand the younger 18 to 21-year-old audience, the college level kids or even the high schoolers, but let's get real. Unless you're with them on everyday basis, you probably don't understand their audience. A good occupation to have if you want to understand the high school audience is, for example, be a high school football coach or maybe a teacher in high school. You would really understand that audience. Now, if you're a football coach in high school and you start making songs, you could probably actually cater to that audience. Now, if you're 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and you think you're catering to the youngins, you may not be because you're really catering to the people that you hang around. Even if you go to clubs, unless you go to clubs on like a investigative journalist type reconnaissance mission and you're sitting there completely sober, not partying, and you're observing what the college crowd, the people that are in their 20s are listening to, how they party to songs, what type of songs gravitate more towards them, then yes, at a later, in your late 20s, early 30s, you can actually figure that audience out. Or another solution is that you really try to figure out the audience that you're in. Again, the 28, 29, 30-year-olds, which are not too much different from 50 Cent's audience that he catered the show, Power and all these new shows that are coming out now to. But they, again, will probably have real lives at this point, what I like to call is the life punched them in the face. They're no longer able to spend, you know what I'm saying, 3 hours, 4 hours a day just being a super fan of a particular artist, getting on every single blog, see what they said, right? Because they have real lives. They got 9 to 5s, they got bills to pay, they have kids, they have other responsibilities. But that's what 50's talking about here. And a lot of artists do need to understand how to tap into their audience, because at the end of the day, that's your consumer, that's your customer. Every other company on this planet, whether it's Apple, Amazon, Cadillac even, you know, whatever, some insurance company that caters to the, you know, 65 plus year olds, selling them some like life insurance, they understand their audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I had a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and we saw a commercial on, I think it was on CNN. It was a life insurance company still saying, hey, if you dial this number below, we'll send you a free DVD with the information on it. They're like, well, who the fuck still watches DVDs? But no, the older audience still actually has DVD players. They like to dial phone numbers. These companies understand the psychology, the behavior, the daily routines and all of this of their consumers. And you as an artist, I'm not saying you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, a psychology master degree major in college, but you have to understand it on a certain level. And don't lie to yourself. Don't say, yo, I'm catering to the youngins, I'm making the music that's gonna be hot in the club, I just made a hit, when you actually don't really understand the mindset of a high school kid. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm trying to tell you. That's what 50 Cent is talking about, and that's what you should be doing as an artist. So I'm gonna leave you with that. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, like and share this video, follow me on YouTube, you know, check out my profile link on my Instagram, all of that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.